After careful deliberation, I have decided that the United States should take military action against Syrian regime targets. This would not be an open-ended intervention. We would not put boots on the ground. Instead, our action would be designed to be limited in duration and scope. But I'm confident we can hold the Assad regime accountable for their use of chemical weapons, deter this kind of behavior, and degrade their capacity to carry it out.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Barack Obama says he's willing to use military force against Syria, but he's not saying when. Today, the U.S. president delayed what many believed would be an imminent strike. Obama says he'll seek the support of American lawmakers before launching an attack. We have extensive coverage tonight from the U.S. Capitol and neighboring Lebanon. We begin tonight with our Washington correspondent, Brian Moore. Brian.
Robin, President Obama says he doesn't need permission from the United Nations to fire on Syria, but he will ask Congress. As President Obama strolled into the Rose Garden today, most everyone expected he'd announce the United States was about to rain missiles on Syria. Instead, he dropped a bombshell.
I will seek authorization for the use of force from the American people's representatives in Congress.
The American leader slammed the brakes on a military strike that for days seemed to be on the fast track. Congress is on summer break and won't begin debate until the week of September 9th. Meanwhile, 5 American destroyers with hundreds of cruise missiles are sitting in the Mediterranean, awaiting further orders for a strike the president says could be carried out at any time.
I'm ready to act in the face of this outrage. Today, I'm asking Congress to send a message to the world.
The collapse of British support left the United States virtually alone on the world stage.
Obama! Hands off Syria!
And at home, the president faced an electorate worried Syria will become the next Iraq. UN weapons inspectors left Syria today and landed in the Netherlands with evidence gathered from the site of the suspected chemical weapons attack on August 21st. It could take days to get definitive results.
Whatever can be done to speed up the process is being done, but we are not giving a timeline.
Still, the UN inspectors have only been asked to determine whether chemical weapons were used, not who used them. Russian President Vladimir Putin today declared that he doesn't believe his Syrian allies were behind the attack. Putin, Obama, and other world leaders will be at the upcoming G20 summit in St. Petersburg, an opportunity for the American leader to make the case he's now trying to make here at home.
Privately, we've heard many expressions of support from our friends, but I will ask those who care about the writ of the international community to stand publicly behind our action.
And that military action now is on hold for the foreseeable future. Robin?
Brian Moore reporting tonight. Thanks, Brian. Well, President Obama may have decided to take the debate to Congress, but the military buildup around Syria continues tonight. Here's what it looks like so far. As Brian reported, there are 5 U.S. Navy destroyers in the eastern Mediterranean poised to strike. But the Pentagon has also sent an amphibious assault ship, which is carrying choppers and Marines. Plus, there are 2 aircraft carriers in the region loaded with fighter jets. And so far, only France has agreed to conduct a military operation with the U.S. The French have fighter jets at military bases in the United Arab Emirates and East Africa, along with aircraft that could launch from Corsica or the mainland.